I have a messy desk from packing a bunch of orders, but that's fine. The link to my Etsy and Patreon and Instagram are down below. Etsy, I have New Charmed, my newest print, and this new holiday sticker. Like I said, link to everything is down below. I'm starting to not like long intros, so I'm just going to cut to the chase after I move everything outside of the way, besides this. It's about time I open another one of these. I've had these for almost a year now. This one's from September of last year. It's just a little over a year old. The warhead I'm going to give to my sister. Ooh, first item is a 3-pack of fineliners. Are they in gray? 3 Derwent Line Makers in 0.1, 0.3, 0.5, and they write in gray. A nice long point metal eraser, or sharpener. I didn't see the sticker. Oh. There's the sticker. You are! An HP drawing pencil by ShinHan Art. Gray and black fineliner. Or brush pen. But it's like those, I think they're called Fude pens. And a really big water-based blue acrylic paint pen. Oh. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that color. Alright. Okay, that seems to be everything. Now, there's no challenges. Oh, there's no prompt. But the answer to the pun on the front, what do you call a color that does not exist? A pigment of your imagination, gives me an idea. So I'm going to jump right into that. Hello, and welcome to what has been way too long between ArtSnacks boxes, or any kind of mystery box, to be honest. I had set them all aside because I was like, oh, I'll just grab them when I'm lacking motivation or inspiration. And then October and November happened, and it was like nothing but vlogs and quick videos. And the thought of a mystery box didn't even happen. But we're finally back with an ArtSnacks box, and like I said, this one is from July, June, September? One of those. I recorded the intro and then immediately threw away the box. So I don't know. Actually, September of last year. Okay. I had to pull out the little menu because I still had that. But yes, the box came with a whole set of fineliners, which I only ended up using one. Oops. An acrylic paint pen in a beautiful, like, lapis blue. Like, I love that color blue. It's one of my favorites. It also came with Twin Tip Tombow Fudensuke Twin Tip brush pen. And then, I'm not mature. I'm sure it's pronounced coom, but we all know what we're thinking. I did not call it by its name. I was like, oh, it's just a pencil sharpener. And I was like, I'm not saying that word. And then a drawing pencil, which I'm 95% sure I called it HP. It's a 3H. Oops. And I did cheat a little bit. Well, first of all, I used my watercolor paper, which obviously wasn't in the box. And then obviously the sketch paper, blah, blah, blah. It also didn't come with an eraser. So I used a cap eraser, and then I don't know what happened to my little white eraser that I normally use. It's gone. I think I threw it away, but I busted out the new one, and I knew for the sake of my wrist, I'm like, I'm not going to be using any sort of cross-hatching techniques because that's just gonna piss me off. So what I decided to do in the form of cheating was scribble with the pens on a piece of plastic and then use a paintbrush and some water to make like an ink wash. And I don't know if it was just because I was using plastic on a white background, but I could not see any of that gray ink coming out. So I mostly relied on the black Fude tip, which was nice because I was able to get more value out of it, I guess. I didn't really know what to do for the idea. The idea I was originally going to do, I thought of it the night before I filmed it, so I was like, I'm gonna do this. And then when I woke up, I was like, what was my idea? Just zero memory. So I was like, I kind of remember it. So I just started sketching, and as I'm looking at it, I'm like, that kind of looks right. So did the sketch, blah, blah, blah. And then when it came to inking it, the second I was done inking it, I was like, oh, right, this is not even close. Well, I'm already here. So for the skin, I actually ended up using some more of the gray side because the gray had kind of a warmer tint while the black had more of a cooler tint. So I used more gray in the ink wash mixture. And then just like some light shading on the skin. I didn't want to go too crazy with it. And I like how soft and subtle it is, like with the gray liner too. It just looks nice to me. The shirt I did with mostly the pure black, and then the hair was about 25% gray, 75% of the black plus the water. So I like the different values and saturations of the black ink wash. And then when it came to the piercings, I just used that Lapis Lazuli pen. Well, I actually used that for the background first. I dabbed that onto the plastic and I watered it down. And at first I wasn't going to use the small brush, but I figured, hey, I have a better idea for the background because I was originally going to do something else, then realized I forgot it. So here's the new idea. So I used the small brush so I can get more blotchiness into the background. And I didn't realize until like halfway through that I put way too much blue down because it looked almost the exact same throughout the entire thing. I was like, oops. Oh well. And then I just let it be. And then by the time I was done, I looked at the washi tape and I was like, I can see it bleeding through the washi tape in the bottom left corner specifically. I don't know why I keep using this brand of washi tape. I got it for free. Actually, my partner gave it to me. It's horrible. It doesn't stick to anything. I can't even get it to stick to paper or itself. That's how bad it is. But I'm determined to use it because they gave it to me. And you know, I've only noticed it's this white one. Like the one I had before said like celebrate and stuff like that. That one was terrible. So is this white one that says thank you. They did give me more of like this with like the rainbow and the gold stars on it. I do like that one. But this one just, no. So the paper curled up immensely because it wasn't held down properly, but that's okay. So once I finished that, I went through with the Fude pen again to kind of make like clouds along like the water lines of the background that I did. And then I signed it. I was just going to leave it at that. And then when I took the paint off or the tape off and realized how bad it was, I took out my white acrylic paint just to try to bring back some of those white borders. I cropped them out anyway when I post them on Instagram, but I like having them on the original piece. So then I decided, hey, I'm already using cheating methods. Let's just finish off the cheating by adding little white dots throughout the entire thing. And then I got inspiration from my old Toon Me artwork. I put like a gold, I want to call it like a planet ring because it wasn't a halo. It was more like a planetary ring. And I was like, I love that. I'm going to do a light blue version of that. More of that blue paint with the rest of my white. Did one and I was like, I want more. So I did a second one. And then I decided I'm already cheating more. I'll just add in some blue glitter paint, lighten that up and make like, I don't want to call them starbursts, but they're like boom in your face kind of thing. Like almost like a crown. And then I left it at that. And then I was really mad that the background did not get fully filmed. The phone I used to record is kind of old and it was like, hey, your storage is full, even though it wasn't. So it cut out like 4 minutes of filling in the solid blue, but you got the rest of the background and that's fine. And even though it's not only the supplies from the box, I still really like this for how simple and soft it is. And I'm leaving it at that. Links to Etsy, Patreon, which is going to be closing soon, and Instagram are all down below. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you next week. Bye!